again, sir.
Always nice to see you too, Steve.
So I definitely have to say,
Yeah.
what's it like for you being in the center of it? Every time they talk about projects nowadays, they mention your name, whether it be superhero movies, whether it be whatever. What's it like for you being sort of mentioned with all these franchises and all these projects?
It's lovely. It's very flattering. But, you know, the thing that keeps my head straight is not to worry about all the spinning plates or potentials and just focus on the work that's in front of me. I mean, of course, there's a certain amount of forward planning and, you know, that's always fun, but where I'm happiest is when I'm actually on the floor doing the work. So I don't really believe any of the hearsay or the rumours until I'm actually being paid on the set and I haven't been fired after the first day, you know. It's wonderful. I've worked hard for this and I want to continue to work hard. So if whatever of those rumours or moments of, you know, things being talked about with me attached to happen, then, yeah, I work really hard to justify, you know, people's idea that I might be right for something.
100%. I have to say, first of all, you're brilliant in this movie.
Thank you so much. When did you see it? Did you see
I saw it last night.
Oh, cool.
And the thing about it is it's such an important story, and I'm so happy it got made.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for saying that. I mean, that's primarily, you know, any fuss about the film and the performances in it, that's what I'm thrilled about. It might generate an interest, hopefully, that a lot of people will go and see this, because it's important to all of us. Anyone who has a computer, anyone who cares about somebody, anyone who's ever had a secret, anyone who's ever experienced love, or anyone who feels different or feels repressed in their feelings or ways of expressing themselves and who they are, it's an incredibly thrilling, funny, moving film about all of those themes and an extraordinary period of history with this really remarkable, uncompromising, complicated, but yeah, just sort of unflinchingly brilliant man at the centre of it, and really inspiring, a sweet man. And it's kind of funny at times as well.
It is.
Dare I say it, in amongst the tragedy, you know. And it's a celebration of him. And you're right, it's really important to me that his story gets known. It really, really is. The full span of it. He lived for 42 years on this planet. He came up with the idea of computers. He helped crack the Enigma code and bring about an early end to the Second World War, saving millions of lives. He did work on morphogenesis when he was being punished for his sexuality in a time of ridiculous McCarthyist paranoia and intolerance in the 50s, along with hundreds of thousands of other men. That's also an important aspect of this story. He was one of many. And committed suicide because of the changes that had occurred in his mind and body. And it's a tragic loss for all of us. So I hope this story ignites respect and understanding of him beyond official pardons, and we can go and investigate his life and be inspired by it again.
I completely agree.
Cool.
I'm very curious if you could talk about when you're making a movie, but you're basing it on someone real who went through real situations.
Yeah.
Can you talk about balancing the real world accuracy with making a movie?
Absolutely. Well, you know, there's always an aspect of making any film where you have to condense stories and plot lines and characters and amalgamate moments that otherwise, you know, we'd still be making the film, to be honest, and it's impossible to encapsulate all of the sophistication of his life and time. So there's always a certain amount of, you know, artistic license, and I think audiences are way more smart than we talking about the films or journalists writing about the films ever give them credit for, because basically, you know, people can disseminate between that. I really do believe that. And if people come to this story fresh, I'd urge them to go to Andrew Hodges' biography, which is a great source material for the film, but for a more detailed understanding both of the math and of the man. And yeah, I just hope this does open up a curiosity. But I think what Graham's done masterfully is create a really entertaining, engaging, enthralling, moving and important piece of work out of an incredible period of time and an incredible man at the centre of that story. And if this enthuses people and brings people closer to an understanding of Alan, that's brilliant. So I think we'll have done our job as storytellers. And yeah, it is a film and it should be celebrated for that fact.
100%. I gotta go. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to see you again, sir.